Hi, I'm Priyanka, an applications engineer with Vacuum Barrier. We specialize in liquid nitrogen piping and equipment. There are 4 combinations of vacuum jacketed piping to choose from: dynamic rigid, dynamic flexible, sealed rigid, and sealed flexible. Dynamic piping requires a vacuum pump to pull and maintain a vacuum on the system after it's been installed on site. The vacuum pump does require quarterly maintenance, so keep that in mind. Sealed piping is when the vacuum is pulled at a manufacturing facility and then sealed off before shipping to the customer. Sealed piping does have a slightly longer lead time in comparison to dynamic piping to allow time for the vacuum to be pulled. It is important to note that the vacuum integrity does degrade slowly over time. Rigid piping may be suitable for applications that require liquid nitrogen 24/7. This is because the cool-down losses in rigid piping are much higher, whereas the steady-state heat losses are much lower, and it has a lower initial cost as well. There is an internal bellows in the inner piping to allow for thermal contraction and expansion while the system is in use. It's important to note that modifying rigid piping may be a little tricky, as some of the joints are welded together on site upon installation. Flexible vacuum jacketed piping may be suitable for applications that use liquid nitrogen intermittently. The cool-down losses for flexible piping are much lower than for rigid piping, though the cost is a little higher. Since both the inner and outer tubes are corrugated, the entire hose can expand and contract with thermal stresses while remaining flexible for the user. Since flexible piping is connected via bayonets, the entire system is modular and may be modified as required. So now, which combination is suited for your application? Well, that depends on your specific application, the budget, and the timeline. To discuss your liquid nitrogen application with an experienced engineer, please call us or contact us at vacuumbarrier.com.